Well, let me ask you though, what did you think about that podcast that he was on where he got really mad because the guy said to him like, "Yo, I'm pissed at you because like you fucked up the source or like you fumbled the source and things like that." Did you watch that?
Is that with that's with Adam?
No, no, no. It was the two white boys
Nah.
from Massachusetts that he was going off on with the big dookie chain on and shit like that.
One of them was Adam, right? The one with Adam.
Nah, nah. You talking about Adam 22, right?
Yeah,
No,
that's
no,
the,
no.
the
It's not
interview
Adam
with Adam.
22. This is like a smaller podcast.
Oh, okay. I think did I see that he act like he was gonna fight with the boy or some shit?
Yeah, I mean, like he got real mad and like was like screaming at him. They had to turn off the podcast basically.
That's the one where he's standing up and he had the little fist.
Come on, Lou. Come on. He was saying that like he got mad because he was saying that you could never be more hip hop than me.
I ain't see that. I
You
ain't
didn't see
see
that
that.
one? All right.
I don't think I saw it. I saw the one with Adam where I think he was about to fight Adam, right?
No, man, that's never happened with Adam 22.
Who was it? Nah, I don't know. I saw some bullshit. I don't know where he was about to fight. I know it was a white boy, and he was about to fight with the white boy, and he was like, "Nigga, you ain't gonna do that." And he got up, and you know what I mean. And then somebody that was there actually like scared the shit out of him. They're like they pulled
Oh
out a
no, no, no.
ratchet
You
or
talking
something.
about the other one that I was gonna tell you about, but that one was the snitching one. The one about the snitching
Okay.
allegations.
Oh,
Right? Where they
all
went off
right, yeah.
camera. Where they went off camera and
That's
you
the one
heard,
I
yeah,
saw.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah.
I was gonna ask you about that next though. So
Okay.
um the podcast where he walks off and during the time that he's there, they're addressing the snitching allegations on his nephew. What
Right.
did you think about that? Because I spoke to Benzino and Benzino said that, you know, it wasn't on the stand when he gave the statement to the police after he had got shot. And he gave that statement to them because they said that his nephew had already called them and said, "Hey, I shot my uncle." So he identified himself. Do you consider that to be snitching? Because some people say, well, it wasn't on the stand. And when he was on the stand, he didn't point out his nephew. But then, like, some people believe that any form of cooperation with police, any statement you give to police, that's snitching.
Yeah, that don't make no sense. You still cooperated with the authorities. You know what I mean? So they still gonna get at him. Now they're gonna take it to the stand because you done snitched on them. So it starts in the street and you snitch in the street and then it goes to the stand. So what the fuck? I don't get that.
Well, he said that basically when he was on the stand, if he had pointed out his nephew, he could have got him 15 years or something like that. But because he didn't do that, then that's like the real like test, like the ultimate like thing of
What he
not
got him.
snitching.
So since he ain't doing it on the stand, instead of 15, he got him 10.
No, I think he
Fuck
only
out
got
of here.
like 3 years or if even
Don't
that, I don't
matter.
know.
No time is not good time. No time is good time. You know what I mean? Regardless of what, he told. You feel me? He went and he told. And he know better than that. You know what I'm saying? He come from that era. You know what I mean? But this is why I say, you know what I mean, some of these cats, they show their hand that they wasn't really like that at that time. You feel me? Because of situations like that, you know better. He has no explanation for that. No explanation at all for that. I can't see you trying to say some dumb shit like that. Like, you know what I mean? Nah, I didn't put it on the stand. Like, come on, man. That's bullshit.
Did you watch that podcast though when he walked off? You did, right? You said that you heard them
Yeah, I
behind the
saw
scenes, stuff like
I,
that.
I think that's the one I saw like brought up or something. I ain't see the whole thing, but that's the one I saw.
Yeah,
That's the
that
one I
one was
saw
pretty
briefly.
crazy. But I know that like he went on that podcast because his old RSO Made Men group mate was on there, and they asked him about the
Okay.
snitching, and he ended up saying that it is snitching.
Okay.
Yeah, so the his former group member did say, "I consider that to be snitching. That was wrong what he did, basically."
Also, yeah, yeah, which I agree with him. That is snitching. You know what I mean? That is snitching. Any form, whether it's on a stand Like I said, whether it's on the stand, whether you cooperated, that's it.
But let me ask you this: does it matter that much now in 2025? Like those morals and principles, do people like? It feels like everybody snitches now, and it's just like a regular thing.
Listen, listen, you got the most gangster motherfuckers snitching that. That shit is cool nowadays. Not for me. You know what I mean? Like I got fuck that. I got integrity. I got morals. My thing is that when I came up to me, snitching, snitching was if you see something or whatever, you know what I mean, or you involved in something like if I'm selling a bunch of drugs or whatever, and I know the consequences, and somebody is giving me whatever, I'm not gonna go and take and and turn say, oh, that's his or whatever, because I knew the consequences. You know what I mean? You gotta tell yourself, yo, is you ready to go to jail for life? Or is you ready to kill a motherfucker and go to jail for life to live this type of life? You know what I mean? You gotta tell yourself from the beginning, and a lot of cats don't tell themselves that. A lot of
Mm-hmm.
people, a lot of these people that go on the street, they don't tell themselves that. They go in there just wanting to make money, just wanting to be something they not. And then when they get in that situation, in that tight situation where they did commit a murder or they did get caught with a bunch of drugs or whatever, that's when the real test comes. That's when you got to ask yourself, damn, am I ready to go in there and do damn their life or do 10 years or 5 years, whatever the case may be, and be a stand up nigga? Or is you going to snitch on everybody because you a bitch nigga just to get out because you wanted to have 15 minutes of fame but couldn't own your shit? You know what I mean? So to me, I don't know, man. I just can't be that type of person, man. Because I always told myself, if I get caught doing dirt or whatever, I'm gonna take the rap, man. And I could got a lot of people in my hood that can vouch where my MO was at. You know what I mean? So I don't know. A lot of cats don't live by that. You know what I mean? Don't live by that no more. It's everybody snitching now, and the shit is cool. Like some of the snitches, yo, they getting praised. Some of the snitches writing books. They doing fucking stories on snitches. You
Well,
know what I
like
mean?
remember Troy
It's
Ave?
crazy.
He was like, "Oh, the streets is a myth," and it was like widely accepted for him to have done what he did.
That's what I'm saying. Like it's these motherfuckers embrace that shit now. Like they they love motherfuckers, and I'm like, damn, that shit is different. Like it's crazy because I never saw no shit like that. Even in my hood, you know what I'm saying? Like in my hood, there was uh, a couple of cats that they did like little like biographies on and shit like that. And they did one on this cat, this bull that snitched on a lot of motherfuckers in the hood. And they on one of these joints, they used one of my songs. Yo, I was so tight for that. Yeah, I had to approach the bull. You know what I'm saying? I said, yo, who gave you permission to put my motherfucking song on this shit? And I don't want to talk too much about it because, some
Right.
shit, but shit like that is what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? I don't want to be associated. Don't put my song on that. You know what I mean? I don't want my song. I don't want to be affiliated with none of that. But fast forward into today's time, that same person, motherfuckers is shooting movies and being cool with a motherfucker that did a whole fucking biopic on a motherfucking on a snitch from the hood. And they don't see nothing wrong with it. Like to them, it's like, nah, but I'm just working with them. It's still cool. You know what I mean? And it's hard to respect other motherfuckers that you used to respect in the past that you looked at as street legends. You feel me? As legends and shit. And then you start really seeing like, damn, is these street legends really what they are? You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these street legends ain't really cut out you know, to be what you thought they was. You know what I'm saying? And when they accept shit like that, and I didn't grow up on that. So it's like, it's hard. It's a tough pill to swallow. It's crazy. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
man.